afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am jeffgrantMEDIA, and today we're going to be talking about the Evergoods Civic Half Zip 22 liter, or the CHZ22 as it is commonly referred to. Now, I probably missed the boat on this bag a little bit. I didn't really intend on doing a review of this bag. I initially did, but we'll get into that in a second. But I've been using this bag for quite a while. Pretty much, this has been the backpack I've been using for the past 5 or 6 months when I wasn't using a smaller EDC sling bag. Yeah, I bought this bag, to be totally upfront. I bought this bag with my own money. This is not endorsed through Evergoods. I did pay for this. Actually, 2 times I bought this bag. So let's go ahead. We'll get into a quick spec rundown, super quick, because that's something that's super easy to grab from the website, but we'll hit a few points of note right now. As I stated, this is a 22 liter bag. It weighs 2¼ pounds and is 18 by 8 by 11 inches in size, or 46 by 20 by 28 centimeters for all of you non-American folk out there. This is a daily carry bag, so it does feature a laptop pocket. The shell of the bag is a 500D high tenacity nylon 6/6 with air textured yarn and water repellent finish. The lining is a 420D HT nylon with a PU coating. And the water bottle pockets are a 4-way mechanical stretch material. To dig into the full specs and materials used for the whole bag, you can just head on over to evergoods.com, because this is a review and not a spec rundown. So let's go ahead and start with the actual review. As I said, I actually bought this bag 2 times. Saw the pre-order, thought it looked like an amazing EDC bag, and I was looking for something in the lower 20 liter range because I usually use 30 liter bags. They're big, I can fit a lot of stuff in them, but I ended up carrying a lot of stuff that I did not need. So I wanted to downgrade my size so I can save on my shoulders and my back, because I was just carrying too much crap. So I saw the pre-order, which I believe was like late 2018, the pre-order went up, something like that, early 2019, because the bag's been out for maybe going on 2 years now. So I got the bag finally. It felt like an eternity. Got the bag, put my entire EDC into it, and I struggled to zip the bag. I thought it was way too small. Was super bummed and disappointed because I was super stoked on the bag. Really wanted this bag so bad. So I decided to do a catch and release. I actually had 2 sales fall through, and then I emailed Evergoods and they said, yeah, sure, you can return it, just pay return shipping, and we'll give your money back. So instead of just returning the bag, I sent this back and I bought the MPL 30 in the gray, and I love that bag. So I ended up getting rid of my CHZ25 for an MPL 30. Now, in the process of using my MPL 30, a lot of people were posting about the CHZ22. Some say it was too small, a lot of catch and release on the bag, but I still really wanted to try the bag. So one came up barely used, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna pull the trigger, I'm gonna grab the bag. So the only thing that happened when I got the bag secondhand was it has fabric zipper pulls, and the person I purchased it from had removed those. So I just put some red paracord pull tabs on here because I like the red as a little accent color. So the first negative I would say the bag is that the thing is super stiff when you first get it, and it does seem like it's going to be way smaller than you anticipate it being, which was my problem. I just thought the bag was too small. Now, after using it for quite a while, it's a great size. 22 liters, I feel like it's pretty true to size. So yeah, I'm happy with the overall size of the bag. I can fit everything in it. Zipper's no problem now. It just needed to be broken in. That was the first negative. It just seemed too small because the materials just were stiff. Now, going back to the materials, as you can kind of see, there's there we go. There's some dog hair stuck to this bag. Now, dog hair, it sticks to everything. Everything that you can imagine the dog hair will find its way into. But not only dog hair, but all the fuzzes and lints, everything sticks to this bag when it's brand new. It is a dust magnet. As it breaks in, it does seem to lose a little bit tendency to be a dust magnet. I mean, again, dog hair, it kind of weaves its way in there and it just doesn't come out. So black with a white dog, it doesn't mix. But I love my dog, so I'll just wear his dog hair as a badge of honor. But the material itself has a tendency to really, really absorb everything until it breaks in a little bit. I want to say the only really other negative is this top zipper pocket here. I feel like the space expands a little bit inside the bag, not too much. It has its pretty much own living space up here, but it does kind of push out in here. Like, this is the pocket, and it's designed to have the space inside the bag because it sits above the laptop sleeve, but it just seems to kind of bulge just a little bit. And even empty, the pocket has a little bit of depth to it that when you're putting a laptop in it, you kind of have to go like out and in to get the laptop in because this little pouch gets in the way. Even if I take the stuff out of it, the pocket is still there. So the fabric itself, which, I mean, there's nothing really underneath it. That's how you get to the back sheet is in there, which you don't want to remove. But this pocket, just the material, even empty, kind of gets in the way of putting a laptop in. So I'd like to maybe see this pocket just be maybe a tiny bit shallower. That's really the biggest issue I have, is that this pocket should be just a hair shallower, and then I think it'd be easier to get a laptop in and out of this bag. I mean, I still have probably between where my stuff in this pocket sits, there's probably, it's probably 2 inches. It's to about here on my finger. So, I mean, each knuckle's roughly 1 inch long. So I have almost 2 inches of space on the top of the bag. So if that pocket was brought up just a hair, it would make accessing everything inside the bag just a little bit easier. And honestly, that's it. Really, those 3 negatives. When you first get the bag, it's really rigid and it just feels like it's too small. But once it breaks in, it's good to go. And again, when it's new, it's just a lint magnet. But once it breaks in, it's pretty much good to go. I mean, it's black, so it's gonna get stuff on it no matter what. Anything that's not dark is going to show. So you just gotta deal with that with the black bag anyway. But again, once it breaks in, it's a lot better. And that top pocket, that's the really only lasting negative, is that it kind of gets in the way when you try to put your laptop in there. First and foremost, water bottle pockets. There's one on each side. This side I kind of keep a little kit pouch with like a headlamp and some things that you might need to grab, because if it gets dark quick when you're walking the dog or something, you want to be able to get your light pretty quick. And currently my water bottle is empty, but the water bottle pockets are pretty big. They, I think this is a 1 liter, 750 milliliter Nalgene or Camelback bottle. That fits in there really, really good. This is a really good size bottle. It slides in there without really taking up the internal space, because even though the pockets expand out, they are stretchy, so they're pulling in, and as it pulls in, it will pull the bottle into the bag. But the pocket has enough expansion that it doesn't really pull the bottle in. And if you're using like those bigger 32-ounce Nalgene bottles, they're gonna pull into the bag more and take up more of that internal space. So this Camelback 750 is a really good size, and it fits really well in this bag. And then there are 2 extra little loops up top here, where I got a hero clip and a bottle opener S-clip with a germ bomb on here. So the external is pretty good, because again, you have 2 extra little lashing points for this germ bomb, which comes in quite handy these days. And the hero clip, which, you know, for public restrooms and all, it's a necessity. And that top pocket has your little key clip. It's really accessible for things like your cortisone cream for those dry wintry months when your eczema really gets itchy and you gotta grab that steroid cream in a hurry. And the external material is quite water repellent. Yes, I have had this in the rain, in the summer, both on my scooter, running from the car to the house, to the office, to wherever we were out and about, and everything inside stayed dry. The material does work really well for that water resistant coating. It does bead up. Now, I have not been an extended downpour because the bag is not waterproof, so an extended downpour, I'm sure the bag would eventually wet out. But for the commuter getting a little wet running back and forth, it's been totally great with me. Nothing inside has gotten wet. Computer stayed dry, continues to work. Let's hit the inside of the bag. It is a half zip bag, so this is as far as it will open up. Now, the top webbing here is perfect for like a pen or a Sea to Summit long handle spork. It fits in there perfectly for those days that you need that fork or spoon. It's always with me. It fits there perfect. Never remember it's there until I need it. And then everything else in here kind of fits really, really well. There's kind of a taper shape to the bag, so the way I load this thing out is I have all of my flatter documents up top, extra buff, and then I have some extra masks, packable bags for city grocery runs, a little bit of a tool kit in there, empty extra pouch, another empty extra pouch that shouldn't be in there, pouch, I know it's in here but I can't remember. Oh, I have some paracord in here. And then lastly on the bottom I have some extra winter stuff, extra buff and winter hat in here, and all this stuff fits nicely on the bottom of the bag, so I always have it, but I don't always need it. So I can pack this stuff in here, and then I could take all of my flatter items, paperwork, checkbook, things like that. Then one of these is my journal, travel journal and regular journal, video idea journal, and then this is some extra paperwork and crap for work. And all this stuff can fit in here, no problem. Throw that extra buff back in. And I still have complete access to my laptop, which is not in here at the moment. So the bag itself, with that taper, it's really good to load it bottom up. I put all the stuff that I'd like to have all the way flat across the bottom, so I always have it in there, but I don't need to grab it so quick, and then I can stack the stuff that I do grab. Need the checkbook at least once or twice a month to pay bills. I need my journal when I'm writing video ideas, or my travel journal if I actually travel. And then this is some work paperwork because I am still commuting back and forth to the office most days, so I need to take notes about projects that I'm working on. If I have any notes that I need to remember for a meeting that I'm going to have a conference call or a Zoom meeting. So I keep that one in there. So work and personal life are separate. So I do have a little bit of extra actual paperwork. And I do actually carry a book in here at times, a regular paper book. Can fit in here no problem. And my computer and my power supply still fit in here. And then everything would fit in this bag. And I still have extra room up top and in the front of the bag. And I could still zipper close this bag and have everything that I need for the day inside this bag and still have a couple extra room for anything that I might grab. Because I don't know how many times I ran to the hardware store on lunch, bought something I needed for a project, and then I left it on my desk and it stayed there for days. And then I come back to the office and I throw it right in my bag because there's still plenty of room in here. Even when I have my computer and my tech pouch in here, there's still extra space. I can still fit all of my EDC and any incidentals that I might pick up throughout the course of the day. So overall, once the bag broke in, size was great. Overall, what do I think of the Civic Half Zip 22 or the CHZ22? It's actually a pretty great bag. Yes, there are a few things I would change. I would really, really love to see one of those front zipper pouches that's on like the MPL 30 or the CPLs. I would love to have that extra lay flat pocket across the front of the bag. I think it would just be a little bit nicer to have something like my journal that I do access quite a bit, have that in there so it's a little separate from the inside of the bag. That way I have a little bit more room on the inside and have something thin and flat on the outside of the bag. That would be probably the only feature I would add to this bag, is put that front zipper pocket. It can easily go right across the front. It'd be a great addition to the bag. The fit and feel of the bag while you're wearing it is really good. It's comfortable. I've had it on for extended period of times. I've single shoulder slung it, just running in and out from the office to the car, from the car to the office. It's a comfortable bag to wear. So overall, it's a good bag. I would recommend taking a stab at it. I think it's only like 139 bucks right now. That makes me think that they're probably gonna drop a V2 of it out soon. And if they do, hopefully they will add that front zipper pocket to it, because that, again, is probably the only feature that I would really add to this bag. I like it because it's a simple, clean looking bag. It doesn't have any molly on the outside. It doesn't stand out in the crowd. It's a great urban carry bag. It's a great office carry bag because you can fit what you need. It doesn't have anything flashy on the outside. It's well put together, well designed, a well-made bag, and I'm glad I gave it a second go around. So yeah, if you're looking at it, I'd say grab one. I mean, especially if you can get one used now in good shape, you could probably get one for around $100 because they're been out for, I think almost 2 years. I believe my first one was a 2019. This is a 2020. This is the used one, barely used, I picked up. So happy with this one. Definitely worth your money. I've only had one other Evergoods bag, the MPL 30, which I still have. I love that bag. There are a few things that I would totally change about that bag, which they did do a couple in the V2. Would love to check out a V2 of that bag. Hey, Evergoods, you know, just send me a loaner. If you don't even have to give me one, just send me a loaner. I'll use it for a month or two. I'll do a review. I'll do a comparison. I'll send it on back to you. So there you go. Civic Half Zip 22 liter CHZ22. Dig the bag. Grab one for yourself, or maybe hold out. I'm sure V2 is going to be coming quite soon since they just put out 2 V2s recently. So there you go. If you like this video or any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications next time I post a brand new video. Good night.